I would say those are the largest from a dollar perspective. Hit a lot of nice stuff though. Been very fortunate. Been very fortunate. Well, alrighty. It looks like it's 7:25, so let's get started with our 2020 Topps Chrome Update Sapphire Edition Random Player One Box Break number one. Now, before I do a random, I've got a somewhat long-winded caveat to mention. So this set has 300 cards in the base set, and then there's several autographs in the product. Now with the regular Chrome Sapphire, all of the players in the autograph set have a card in the base set, and I never, I just did the 700 spots, and just like with this one, I just did the 300 spots. I didn't do any extra autograph spots. If there is an autograph of a player who does not have a card in the base set, we will re-random our original list that we're using right now 5 times to determine who gets that card. There are 3 players in the autograph set who have multiple cards in the base set. They are Bryce Harper, Mike Trout, and someone else that just slipped my mind. But there are 3 players that have multiple base set cards in an autograph. So if we happen to pull an autograph of one of those players, we will random that autograph amongst whoever has those 3 slots. So if 3 different people have the 3 Mike Trout base card slots, those will be the people entered in the random for the Mike Trout auto, should we be fortunate enough to pull one. That just seemed like the fairest way of doing it. So I just want to throw that out there before I start with the random so everyone knows. Odds are we will pull an auto of some no-name rookie that is not part of the set, and we'll just re-random our original random to determine who gets that card. But I just wanted to make that clear, since it's a little different with the Chrome Update Sapphire than it is the Chrome Sapphire that we do somewhat regularly. Alrighty, now that I've gotten that off my chest, let's do a random. Once, twice, and 3 times, 4, and lucky number 5. 5 times. Yep. Oops. Wrong way. And we've got Anthony C in the top spot. And we have Zeb in the bottom spot. So we'll match this up against our checklist, our numerically ordered checklist. And again, I'll just cut and paste, sort by everybody's names. We'll go through the list and see who has who. And then we'll open our box and see what cards we get. Did y'all understand that explanation about the autograph? I hope I didn't muddle that up too much. I'll show you my little chart down here. So Bryce Harper has 2 base cards. Trout has 4. And I thought somebody else had multiple cards. Oh, Aaron Judge has 2. So Judge has 2, Harper has 2, Trout has 4. So if we pull autos of either of those 3, then that is how we'll have to random to determine who gets the autograph. Pardon me. All right. You know, Patrick, your question got me thinking. I forgot about actually the biggest one that I have pulled, or I assume monetary, from a monetary perspective, I forgot. Out of the very first box of 17 National Treasures football, I pulled a single jersey color RPA of Mahomes. Now, at the time, it wasn't that big a deal. Like, it was a nice card. Like, it wasn't, it wasn't trash or anything like that. But I want to say, even at the time, it was like, I don't know, $150, $200 card at the most. So that's probably, from a dollar perspective, that's got to be the most valuable card I've pulled. Because I opened a couple of those when I first started breaking, when those boxes were still $500 or $600. I broke a couple of those and pulled them at homes. Hey, Jason. No, unfortunately, Jason, everything is sold out this evening. Alrighty, now that we've been through our list, let's open our box and see what we get. Joe, I thought you bought into the basketball break. Give me a second, look real quick. And Joe, am I pronouncing that right? Let me check real quick. I'm pulling up your... Yeah, Joe, you bought in the Donruss basketball break and then our Hoops Premium Stock basketball break that we're doing next week. All right, here are 8 packs. Pack number 1. Yeah, you bought in our basketball, not in our baseball. We have Wade LeBlanc. Adolis Garcia. Kenta Maeda. And Richie Martin. Next pack. A little autograph maybe. Upside down card, not sure. We'll see how it plays out. Jose Peraza. Max Scherzer from the All-Star game. Oh, this is awesome. Mark, you're going to love this autograph. Looks like we got Yamamoto'd. Little Jordan Yamamoto rookie autograph. So we did get an auto. I don't think he has a base set card, so we might have to random for this. So that is our auto from the box. Kyle Gibson. All right, next pack. Let me get out some sleeves first. Running short on the sleeves. I think between this and the next 2 breaks, I'm probably going to go through a bag, which is not a bad thing. Alex Blandino. Miguel Cabrera. Did anybody see the top Snell card of him hitting the home run in the snow? That was pretty cool. Hopefully he's healthy this year so he can get past the 500 home runs and 3,000 hits milestones. If he's healthy, he certainly can. Nick Turley, rookie. And then we have Chesler Cuthbert. Next pack. Christian Arroyo. Daniel Hudson. Sometimes that happens. Chow. Is it Cho or Chow? And I apologize. I want to make sure I'm pronouncing your name right. Is it with a long O? I don't want to be rude. Ooh, Bo Bichette. How about that little rookie debut rookie card? I believe that's the first card in the set. How about that? That's nice. Yep, you won. So this is a 300 card set, so you'd have to open about 9 boxes to get one of these. Pretty cool. But sometimes that happens. You think you bought it, but you didn't go through the entire checkout process, and then it's part of an abandoned cart. I can usually see it on the back end when that happens. I'll look here in a little bit. But yeah, sometimes that happens. It's all right. I do have you in the basketball break, though, where you bought your spots earlier this week. And then you bought spots in our Hoops Premium Stock Mega Box break for next week as well. I do have you down for both of those. So all is not lost. Oh, next pack. How about that? Little Active Leaders Trout. Awesome. Tyler Wade. Well, I don't want to butcher it anymore. So it's Chow. I shouldn't want to be rude. That trout is 243. And then we have Ichiro. And then Jose Suarez. Next pack. Zach Greinke. Magneuris Sierra. Well, thanks for joining us. Oh, so it's not Chow, it's Cho. As in long O. Sorry, man. I'm not trying to, I don't want to be rude or anything. I just want to make sure I'm pronouncing your name correctly. Gleyber Torres. Well, we certainly appreciate you joining us this evening. David McKay, not to be mistaken with Brandon McKay. Next pack. The greatness of Bartolo Colon, undeniable. And then we have Mibrais Villora. And then Wilmer Flores. Yeah, I mean when they did that picture, I mean he didn't he retire? He's not with the team. Robert Stevenson, or maybe they did that before he retired. I'm not sure. There's got to be some sort of PA stipulation there why he's listed that way. I'm sure there is. Robert Stevenson. All right, last pack. Now we should have a parallel. I believe there's an auto and a parallel, just like the regular version in each box. So we've had our autograph, but we haven't pulled the parallel yet. Let's see if it's in here. Yeah, see a little green there. A little green on the edge. First card is Jorge Alcala. And that's a rookie card. And then we have a Chris Devinsky. And then we have a green Chris Owings. Let's see what that serial number is. And that is serial numbered 9/45. Well, all right, Fulweiler. Pretty nice to have 3 and hit in this kind of break. You've crushed the odds. Well, Chris Owens there. And then our last card in the box is King Felix. And that is from the 14 All-Star game. Oh, did you hit the clone, Rob? Did you get the Bartolo? Well, alrighty. Now that we have opened all of our packs, let's go back through our list and see who got which cards. I am actually going to put them in numeric order quickly before we go through that list, just to make it a little simpler so I'm not scrolling back and forth up and down the spreadsheet. Yeah, Jason, we still haven't done it yet. We still have spots left in that one. So it has not been scheduled yet. You too, Patrick. Thanks for joining us this evening. Hope you enjoy the rest of your night. I should have all the individual videos posted. Oh, I'd say by probably about 11 tonight. They'll all be up. So everyone can watch them at their leisure. If there's anything you happen to miss on the live stream. You'd be surprised how long it takes to put 32 cards in numeric order. And I consider myself a somewhat proficient sorter, as I've done it all of my life. Okay, there we go. You too, Jason. Have a good evening. No, Rob, I did something about a year ago, and I ended up taking it down just because I just did. I had left some things out that I probably shouldn't have, you know. And I think my main issue with that is a couple things. There's a lot of things that I don't remember because honestly, it was a long time ago. My career from that standpoint, took place between 2001 and 2012. And I should have taken, I probably should have journaled during those years, and I didn't. And there's a lot of things that I don't remember detail-wise that I probably should. I mean, I remember all the important stuff, but I don't, I just don't talk about it much. I just don't. I don't. I work in a building of 1,500 people, and I dare say there's not a dozen people in that building have any idea what I used to do for a living. I just don't talk about it. I've got a box of 2002 Leaf baseball that's sitting in the closet in my office here that I've had I bought it like a year and a half ago, and I had intended on doing a little video where I was going to open the box and talk about it, and that the reason, and that's a terrible product. It is a garbage product without question. But it was my first one, and I was going to kind of talk about the process and just how it all came to be and stuff, and I just never could get myself to do it. So I honestly, I don't, I probably won't, and I'm not saying that trying to be a jerk or anything. It's hard for me to talk about, and honestly, I don't like to very much. I will, occasionally you'll hear something on my break, and I'll talk about some old memory of some product, or, I talked about the triple threads plates earlier in the evening because that was something that has always stood out in my mind, just seeing that guy stand there with this massive duffel bag, and it's literally full of every single press plate that was supposed to go into '06 triple threads. Stuff like that, even as a card person, stands out in your mind a great deal, but no, I don't, I'm always happy to answer people's questions and stuff, but I'm never going to just do like a, hey, here's what I did video, because I don't like living in the past, and, I like to look forward. It's just a lot easier. All right, now that I've over-explained myself for the upteenth time, let's see who got which cards. So our first one is U1 Bo Bichette, and that goes to Anthony. Congrats on that, Anthony. And the next is Chesler Cuthbert, and that goes to Mark. Congrats on that, Mark. Next is Kyle Gibson, and that goes to Patrick. Congrats on that, Patrick. And then next up is Alex Blandino. Let's see there, that's U43, and that goes to Al. Congrats on that, Al. And the next is Jorge Alcala, U44, and that goes to Clifford. Congrats on that, Clifford. Good to see you this week. And the next is Jose Suarez, and that goes to David. Congrats on that, David. And then next is Jose Peraza, and that goes to Anthony, doubling up. Congrats. And the next is Miguel Cabrera, and that goes to Jack M. Congrats on that, Jack. And the next is Felix Hernandez, and that goes to Mark, doubling up. Congrats on that. Next card is Maybreeze Valoria, and that goes to Justin. Congrats on that, Justin. Next is Nick Turley. Goes to Patrick. with the double up. Congrats on that. And the next is Ichiro, and that goes to David with the double up. Congrats on that. And the next is Richie Martin, and that goes to Joseph. Congrats on that, Joseph. And next is Gleiber Torres, and that goes to Kenneth. Congrats on that, Kenneth. Uh-oh. So the puppies are just running rampant, Mark. They're just going everywhere. I understand. Next up is David McKay, and that goes to Gregory. Congrats on that, Gregory. And then next, Francisco Lindor goes to Anthony. I believe that's his third or fourth. Next up is Robert Stevenson, and that goes to Christopher. Congrats on that. Long time no see. And then next is Wilmer Flores. That goes to Mark. I think that's your third, Mark. Awesome. And then next is Adolis Garcia, and that goes to Dwayne. Congrats on that, Dwayne. And then next is Tyler Wade, and that goes to Carrie. Congrats on that. Thanks for joining us this week. And then next is Max Scherzer, and that goes to Dwayne. Doubling up, congrats on that. And then next is Daniel Hudson, going to Patrick. I think that's his third. Congrats on that. And the next is Kenta Maeda, and that goes to Clifford with the double. Congrats on that. The next is Zach Greinke, and that goes to Carrie, doubling up. Congrats on that. And then next is Chris Davinsky, and that goes to Daniel S. Congrats on that, Daniel. And then next is the greatness of Bartolo Colon going to Rob. Congrats on that. Bartolo and all of his grandeur. And then next is Mike Trout, and that goes to Christopher. Doubling up, congrats on that. And then next is Wade LeBlanc, and that goes to Becky. Congrats on that. And then next is our Christian Arroyo, and that goes to Clifford. I think that's the triple for him. And then our last base card is Magneuris Sierra, and that goes to Jason C. Congrats on that, Jason. So then we have our parallel, our Chris Owings green parallel, serial number to 45. So let me scroll back up for that one. And that goes to Adam. Congrats on that, Adam. So we have our Jordan Yamamoto autograph. And let's see if he is in the base set. He is not. So we're going to re-random our list. Hey, Scott, after I do this break, let me go back and watch that one real quick, okay? I'll check what you're talking about. If I did by chance, and I'm not saying I didn't because it's entirely possible, we're all human, I will buy you one and send it to you. But I'll go back and check the video real quick. So, since Jordan doesn't have a base card, I'm going to go back to our main screen. I'm going to reset up our random, our original random that we did. We're going to run it 5 times, and whoever's at the top ends up with the Jordan Yamamoto autograph. Sure thing, Scott. Okay, let me get our random set. Okay. Got a random setup. Again, going to run it 5 times. Whoever's at the top gets the Yamamoto. Once, twice, 3 times, 4, and lucky number 5. If I can scroll right, and it goes to Gregory. Congrats on that. You get the Yamamoto. All right. Well, alrighty. That concludes our 2020 Topps Chrome Update Sapphire Edition Random Player One Box Break number 1. Thanks to everybody that bought spots in the break. As always, I appreciate you all supporting our breaks the way you do. Thanks to everybody that joined us in the live stream for the break this evening. And we'll be back here in a few minutes with our 2021 Donruss Basketball Random Player One Blaster Box Break number 1. Thanks again, everybody. No problem, man. No problem, Joe. Hope you have a great night. Thank you for joining us. Enjoy the rest of your